Okay, back here for day two of stop number one of the Action Pool Tour, the season opener, 2020 season. We're here at Q Master Billiards in Virginia Beach. We have two featured players here who are playing the same pool room and might even come out of the same junior program that Thomas Dorsey and his family run a great room at Diamond Billiards in Midlothian. Both these gentlemen play steadily to religiously there. We have Chris Bruner, who's arguably one of our two or three best players around this region. And Chris has really matured over the last couple of years. He's won lots of events around here, has all the shots. And his opponent is young Nathan Childress, who's, I say young, he's 17 years of age, and they both played in the Richmond pool room together. And they're lagging for break. This looks like a real good lag. But Nathan just about freezes the ball down there, and he wins the break. This is a race to 8, alternate break format, 9-ball. In 9-ball, it's no balls need be called. On the Action Tour, the 9 does not count on the break. It's respotted, and the player at the break is continuing. There's one push out, the shot immediately after the break. 3 consecutive fouls in the same game by same player has lost a game. And anything else I can think of along the way, I'll share it with you. So here we go. Nathan Childress is undefeated and going into day 2, and we drew 56 players. He breaks the 9 up into the jaws and leaves Chris Bruner a shot on the 1 with the 2 close to the 9. A tough shot actually to start. Well, Chris may or may, he's going to have to jump this one, I think. Or we might be able to twist it around. It's real close. Chris Bruner is a beneficiary of a roll on that break and hit the lowest number ball first, and the 9 goes in. That's the ball game. It's 1-0 in favor of Chris Bruner. Nathan hit a real strong break, but nothing fell, and that was the wages of 9-ball. It's a very fast, wide open, looser playing game than 10-ball. Hiya. We have, we'll be playing the Virginia 10-ball next month at these two young men's home pool room at Diamond Billiards in Midlothian, just outside of Richmond. We'll be there next month in mid-February for that event. This table's been breaking extremely well all weekend here. Sometimes it gets real cranky and you don't make balls on the break. It's always a safety error. Chris leaves Nathan a shot, and I'm sure these guys have played in some fashion, someplace. That's Nathan's an up-and-comer. He's played in national junior events. He played great yesterday. He gets sharked by a boy walking past. Well, shiver me timbers. That's a good shot from Nathan. He's looking to see if this 4 misses the 6 ball, which is questionable. Ow. He jars the 3. We're playing on diamond pro tables with Simonis 860 tournament blue cloth with Aramith balls, best playing conditions known to man, best equipment. This place is a mecca, 75 tables, just filled with memorabilia on the walls. It's been open almost 50 years. The Q Master, not always this location, but we're in a tournament room. With 14 diamond pro tables that are about 8 feet apart. Great lighting, great seating for spectators. Wonderful place, the best there is. Chris left distance, that's all he could do. Nathan doesn't have anything to hide behind as 5 and 8 are on the cushion. I like him coming off his side of the ball and maybe using the 9 to hide the 4 ball from the side rail. Like this, did he hit it? No. That was the correct shot, just didn't execute it. You can always play good every day. You're not always going to execute the same, but you sure can play the right way every day. That's what matters. So far, I like him coming off this ball and coming 3 rails and up on the top rail near the chalk. I might go in going in the drink. Still a long, tough shot. These are 4.5-inch pockets, folks. And they're very deep shelves. Wonderful tables covered by Eric Moore, a player of high renown in this region. He's going to sell out here, it looks like. Okay, this is step back from it. Nicely played. Just come up one rail. The middle of the table someplace. Should be plenty good. Nice touch. Nathan Childress evens the count at a game apiece here and is back on his break. Other sponsors of the Action Pool Tour besides Diamond Pool Tables, Simonis Cloth, the Aramith Balls, include Q Sports International, Ozzie Reynolds out of Las Vegas. Ozzie was the original owner and operator and founder of this Action Pool Tour around 2012. And now the tour is being run by Tiger Baker and Chris Wylie from this general pool room. Wow, that nine's up in the jaws again. Chris will probably tap it in and on his push out. Again, the 9 does not count on the break on this tour, or when they're playing 10 ball. 10 doesn't count, or 8 ball. The Action Pool Tour plays all 3 disciplines. He should tap the 9 in if he's, because he doesn't have any real market there. Now here's one where Nathan, if he shoots this, could get a double kiss because it's almost dead straight in the pocket, and he might get a double kiss. Good shot. It beat the double kiss, but the safe is coming big time. Very nice touch. This Chris Bruner has got a wonderful, wonderful game. He's got all the shots. He's got finesse, power. Great jump player playing rotation sports. Good shot, but he sent the deuce into the quicksand. That might be tough shape down there. The 2 to the 3 even is complicated by the 8. That wasn't what he was looking for, I don't think. He's going to stick him, I think. No, that was a questionable hit.
It's a fucking joke.
Well, let's see if Nathan can start letting his stroke out a little bit, and this boy can play a little bit. This is the first time I've really seen him up close playing. I saw him playing in the junior leagues down there at Diamond Billiards when we would come through. They played on Sundays. He's just about out. He's outgrown that though. That's a pretty hit. Hope got away from him a little. I like the safety. Ah, that ball did bank. Good shot. Thought the 5 was a little snug. Must be straight in based on his Mahdi language. Stand away from it. Step back, chalk up, reapproach. That's all he could do with it. But here, some high left ball. Should be able to swing around the 8 off the second cushion. Beautifully hit. That's all you could ever ask is this shot. I like him 2 rails in the side. And he should be good on the 8 if he hits the correct speed. That one came off a little flat. But he's got the short side, and that's not all bad either, really. It isn't what he wanted, but force him to take a longer shot on the 9. This is center middle edge, quarter ball cut. Beautifully struck from Nathan Childress. Nathan Childress is ahead 2 games to 1 here. It's Chris's break. He worked his way through being straight in on that ball and took what the table gave him. It was a very, very disciplined approach. The 7 ball was a funny angle. Well, you can't knock the tables here. These tables are as good as you'll ever see. Sometimes the rails get springy if it gets humid outside, and it seemed a little balmy and sticky coming in here this morning. It was like 55 degrees, and that's just part of this game, atmospheric conditions. Beautiful break. He's jacked up over this 4-ball. Even though he's got good natural shots to the 3. No, he's not. He's good. Not at all. Perfect. Well struck. And he carried a little angle. He's just going to come that middle diamond, middle diamond, middle diamond, middle diamond. That's ideal. He'll go down about half a diamond. Uh-oh. Might be a little straighter than he liked. The 6-7 is somewhat cantankerous looking. That's not so good. Ooh, ring around the rosy, pocket full of posies. Have a It's real humid outside. Sometimes the rails get bouncy or springy. The balls never stay loyal to anybody long. That's perfect. It's close. It's all right. It'll do. Just 2 turns too far it rolled, but it's just another shot. We took an extra look at that ball. That was unforced error. Chris Bruner evens the count at 2 games apiece. An unexpected development. Both players are on serve. But Ozzie Reynolds, Q Sports International, they own the BCA pool leagues. They're North American distributors of Magic Rack, which save the wear and tear on your pool tables, and the balls, when they're struck hard by players such as these, create pits or pock marks in the cloth. And Nathan pockets the 1 ball and has a nice opportunity here. Got to hurry a little. Perfect. How's that 4? They play to the side. Should have looked at that before. The 4 ball is, might have to go for the 4 on the side. Nice inside ball, very nicely hit. This has got some challenges, that 5 ball sitting deep. Pretty. This is a lesson in itself, learn how to play balls out of pockets. Well hit. It's a little bit close to that 9 for my taste. Just make the ball, should beat the 9. Nice shooting from the young man, Nathan Childress. He takes a 3-2 lead over Mr. Bruner. Chris is fortunate. The boy missed a 9 ball, or it would have been 4-1 right now. And a little bit the heebie-jeebies might have started going on. But still 3-2. This is, he's a nice young player. Another good one's in this tournament too. Shane Woolery is here this weekend from Roanoke, and also there's Jared Pitts here, a younger man who has quite a game too. All 3 of those boys are all lefties. Three balls on the break. That was a pretty shot. Any of you league players that are getting bored with getting 5 and 6 shots a game, come out here and give this Action Pool Tour a shot. It's a regional tour that plays all over Virginia. We'll have a couple of bar table venues, as well as the big tables. And we feature 5 different speeds of player. Chris here is considered a professional. He pays a top entry fee price of $100. And it goes 80 down to semi-pro. 60 for A and advanced. 50 for your good league players. Good out from Chris Bruner. He breaks and runs out and evens a count of 3 games apiece. Then you have novices that pay $40. All the matches are all played even, but the only thing that's different is the entry fees are different. So you can get a chance to get exposed to some real good players for cheap, really, $40, and you can really develop and move your game up. What a break. He crushed them. This table's breaking real good. This is tricky, the 9. The 9 could get... unless he plays all the way up. That's what he's playing for. Must go past the 7. Let's see how those young eyes and young nerves are. Beautiful. These tables don't give you a single shot you don't make. Oh my. A bizarre 7 ball he missed. 2 balls he's missed. That's too bad there. Chris Bruner takes advantage of the unforced error from Nathan on the 7 ball. Chris now takes a 4-3 lead and is on the break. Nathan had just a gargantuan break shot with just a connect the dots run out. He made a great shot down the rail on the 4 ball, but missed a relatively easy opportunity on the 7, and now he trails 4 games to 3. CSI also has, they run major tournaments. The PCA Nationals where 10,000 pool players descend on the Rio every summer. Like locusts. Every kind of person that plays pool is there. Oh, Nathan's starting to get a little, that was a good opportunity there.
Sorry. Thank you, gentlemen.
You might have to go to the bottom rail, and we don't have the side rail. Might be able to hit it direct. It's hard to say. They run the North American Bar Table Championships in 8, 9, and 10 ball. Lots of video streaming they do. Different events, regional. Other sponsors of our tour include Predator cues and products. They're much more than just high-tech cues and shafts these days. They make about balls, gloves, cases, chalk, about anything you can think of for pool. Chris only has a half of that pocket. The 6 has got part of it covered up, but he shot it straight and true. He didn't draw his ball. He didn't want to be jacked on this 5, I know. Freedom walk-in tubs and showers, a relatively new addition to the Action Pool Tour's family of sponsors. This looks like safe behind the 6. Well, this is stroke tester, I think. Never catch the balls when they're rolling in the pocket. Just let them drop. It only takes a second or two to pick them up. You'll never have an argument that way. .50-yard line. He might be able to flip back cut this ball. He's gonna have a wild cue ball. Wow. No, no. It's humid outside. Humid. Balls are coming off springy off of that rail today. It played different yesterday. Nathan takes down game number 8. Evens it up 4-4. Yeah, that ball came off weird. Came off rakish off of that last angle. Very rakish. But Nathan gave away 2 games, and Chris was unfortunate. He had lots of spin on that ball, but it shouldn't have gone there. But you just never know sometimes how balls are going to react from day to day on high-grade equipment like this. Chris plays on and Nathan play on the very same tables at Diamond Billiards. The Diamonds, they have They have 5 of these diamond tables there. Might be an older model, I'm not sure. I know when Scott was trying to bank balls practicing before, the balls were acting kind of funny.
Let's congratulate Matt Carroll on the 7th place finish in shooting back.
Hard to hold that ball. We play the short side. That was well played. That was a fortuitous little kiss. Now I just lob this in for the 5 in the side pocket, I'm sure, real easy. Ooh. Ping pong ball in a tornado. Roll it off the rail probably. Kind of decelerated on that ball a little bit. Well, he missed it good. Missed 2 9 balls and a 7 ball in this set in the first 8 games. It's a free one for Chris. He might as well bank it. I think he's going to try to cut it. Or if he's playing the ball, I don't know. These games all have very high value. This is a huge match because the winner of this particular match will be guaranteed 3rd place. The loser guaranteed 5th, 6th, pushing through a tough remaining field on the loser's side. It's a big match. They're all big from here. All money involved. That's going to... Oh, the chili dipper. He left him straight in the side, Nathan. Nathan takes a 5-4 lead.
I looked at, I just didn't think I could execute.
Joke, dude. I shouldn't get there ever.
Sort of slice that. Nathan sliced that break, and we have a 5-5 count here. Rails are quick today. A little wet outside. That's a major league hit right there. That's a real strong shot. Looks like a straight punch situation, or he could follow it high. Punch is what I like. A little short on the speed. Maybe we want to go down another half a diamond. Just got to stay down, make a good stroke here, finish the stroke. These are tough pockets here. It's like 4 balls he's missed. I thought Chris said it's not comfortable. He just has to roll this ball. You can't pop it. Nathan Childress back on top. Game six
So
game.
bad.
Well, they both missed a couple balls. They both missed a couple balls, that's for sure. A huge match here. Scotty Roberts and Ray Martin are fighting like Frankenstein and the Wolfman, and the counterpart of this match on the winner's side, Dr. Dave Hunt. Is playing Shane Wolford. This looks like a safe for sure. Oh no, it hit the bank.
Second chance, sir. You start in about 10 minutes.
The Action Pool Tour also features a second chance event, a mini tournament. See, that time the table helped him with the way that it carried off that last rail. Excuse me. Chris Bruner gets out. 6 games apiece. Got a real barn burner getting started. Both players had a couple opportunities get away from them. That's about the way it's supposed to have been based on how it played out. Chris got a couple strange rolls. That's tough scratching his side. Nathan missed a couple of relatively easy shots. 11 a.m., this is what you might expect. Wow. Run out of mistakes there. But still not a... They play fouls on cue ball only around on this tour, unless that 2 would have hit the cue ball. I see a similar shot from Chris. This is a big game because winner of this game's on the hill. A jump for sure. Got, unless he can curve it. Huh? This is questionable. Good hit, that's for sure. Very good strike. And a huge game here. Turned into a hell of a contest. He might be able to do something with this one ball. Don't be so quick here. Beautiful. Went all past his mark. That'll play. Beauty. Gotta get the rake, for goodness sake.
And second chance tournament is underway. Let's go with table number 21. Coop Richards and Tim McClure on 21. On table 24, J.T. Tillery, Graham Swenson, Tillery and Swenson.
Not that straight. That's pretty good.
26, Jared Pitts and Johnny B.
He wanted a little more angle than that. He'll come right down the rail with inside. Perfect. Looks like Nathan is going to be on the hill here in a moment. Well, this is a barn burner. Every time he declared. That loser's side can be a very dangerous neighborhood for somebody coming off and losing a match like this. So no matter what happens, Nathan has the last crack. Chris pocketed the ace and deuce when he's got just a hit on the tray ball, and that's about it. Jump, 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 he said. This could be the money ball right here. Four balls going in. Now you got to take advantage of this one, son. Float to the 5. It's a natural. Very few balls get slopped in, but that was a big one right there. Little high left English, 2 cushions over across, middle diamond. Middle diamond, picture. Just gather yourself. Just got to get to the 8 correctly. Taking a little longer in this shot. Little high left ball. Come between the middle and first diamond. Right there. Ideal. Should roll over to the rail. Ideal. Shoot and stop. For the cash. Nathan Childress takes down Mr. Bruner by the score of 8 games to 6 in a very interesting match. Rails are wet fast. Wet fast. Well, unfortunately, that's so Nathan proceeds to the hot seat match, and Chris is making the loser's side a dark place. We'll be back in a few minutes. The Action Pool Tour is also sponsored by Kamui products. They make tips that are just world-renowned, as well as chalk, gloves, great products. I was offered $50 once for one piece of their chalk at a U.S. Open I was at. We have Tiger products. We have Viking cues, the player's choice. We have ozonebilliards.com. Also, we have Grant Wylie Photography, Chix Cabinets, Brown's Mechanical Heating and Air Conditioning from Richmond, Virginia, Hasselman and Hunt Family Dentistry, Viking Cues, We have East Coast Landscaping, Larry Flager. And yours truly, George Hammerbacher, voice of the Action Tour, advanced level instructor, professional billiard instructor.